So, you've seen Dubai's skyline, right? The glittering towers, spotless beaches, and malls so shiny they could double as interrogation lamps? Yeah, it's pretty impressive. But here's the kicker. Those skyscrapers weren't built by billionaire sheiks sipping date lattes. Nope. Human rights reports say the folks who actually built the place live in conditions that make your high school detention room look like a 5-star resort. Basically, you get infinity pools, they get infinite shifts. Behind every $20 mojito at the Burj Khalifa lounge is a dude who hasn't seen his passport since his recruiter swiped it in 2016. Welcome to the side of Dubai that doesn't make it onto travel vlogs. The invisible workforce powering your Instagram shots. Dubai didn't just pop out of the desert because somebody snapped their fingers and yelled abracadabra oil money. No, it runs on a literal army of migrant workers, hundreds of thousands, who lay the bricks, pour the concrete, and polish the glass you smugly tap with your greasy fingerprints. Ever heard of Sonapur? The name translates to Golden City, which is adorable because in reality, it's less gold and more rusty bunk bed kingdom. Imagine 10 people crammed into a shoebox room where the air conditioning is a rumor and the bathroom looks like it lost a bar fight.
Fucking
When the desert outside hits 50 degrees Celsius, inside those dorms it's basically a crock pot with bunk beds. And when the workers try to complain, in 2006, the Burj Khalifa site saw riots. Why? Because of buses. Yeah, imagine being so overworked and underpaid that the bus schedule breaks you. They smashed cars, flipped equipment, and honestly, it's amazing the world's tallest tower didn't just collapse out of sheer bad vibes. The glue that keeps this all together? A little something called kafala. Officially, it's sponsorship. In practice, it's basically the HR version of a hostage situation. Employers hold passports, control visas, and decide if you can even leave the country. Imagine Disneyland, except the characters can't leave, the warehouse hasn't got any AC, and your exit ticket is locked in your boss's desk drawer. That's not a dystopian Netflix show. That's Tuesday in Dubai. Dubai feels less like a city and more like a stage set that accidentally won an award for most extra. Towers gleam, malls sprawl, fountains dance, and yet it all feels so hollow. Like someone built SimCity with cheat codes but forgot to add, people actually living there. That's not a flaw. That's the sales pitch. Ski slope indoors? Check. Mall with a full-size aquarium? Check. World's biggest fountain light show? Obviously. It's basically Vegas if Vegas had no sense of irony. But stick around longer than a long weekend and you'll hear it again and again. The fake city vibe. Think Instagram backdrop minus the soul. Daily life? Instead of cozy corner cafes or buzzing street markets, you get another mall with a roller coaster inside. Why? Because outside is so hot you could fry an egg on your forehead. Sidewalks? Rare. Blocks? Enormous. Walking? A form of medieval punishment. So the city bends around SUVs, tinted glass, and overpriced brunches. Human scale? Never heard of her. Social life follows suit. Clubs are less about fun and more about flexing. Velvet ropes, overpriced bottles, lights screaming, please look rich. Expats call it status theater, where even friendships feel like networking events. Want something casual? Too bad. Everything's curated, monetized, and Instagrammable. Even loneliness comes with a receipt. Dubai's polish isn't just from glass towers. It's also from duct taping people's mouths shut with laws. Not literally, though give it a minute. Journalists call it extreme self-censorship. Translation, say the wrong thing, post the wrong meme, or whisper the wrong joke, and suddenly you're on the fast track to deportation. And people know it. Parents whisper around their kids. Friends lower their voices in cafes. WhatsApp groups become 90% emojis. Criticism isn't dialogue, it's treason light. Entire newsrooms toe the line. Films get banned. Plays disappear. You quickly realize Dubai is basically a stage play where the first rule is don't break character. Everyday rules? Even stranger. Eating in public during Ramadan daylight hours? That used to be illegal for everyone. But laws have since changed. Non-Muslims can now eat and drink in public respectfully during fasting hours. PDA? Still risky. Sharing the wrong pic online? That's a courtroom date. Tourists learn fast that normal behavior at home can get you a legal slap here. And then there's the pyramid scheme of people. Emiratis, about 10% of the population, sit at the top with all the perks. Expats float in the middle. Migrant workers break their backs at the bottom. The hierarchy is so rigid you could build another skyscraper with it. Yeah, Dubai feels safe. Pickpocketing is practically extinct. But that safety comes courtesy of constant surveillance and rules that smother anything remotely disruptive. It's kind of like living in a spotless, crime-free dollhouse, if you don't mind that the dolls are glued in place. So what do we end up with? A dazzling skyline held up by 3 invisible costs: exploited labor, a hollow theme park facade, and laws that make free speech about as common as snow in the desert. Utopia? Please. It's stage management with a luxury filter. To be fair, the city delivers. Clean streets, working infrastructure, and safety levels that make New York look like a Purge movie. But the trade-offs are real. So ask yourself, would you buy into a fantasy city knowing the backstage looks like this? And hey, if you love having your travel dreams roasted with a side of facts, hit that subscribe button. Paradise always has a backstage. Dubai just keeps the lights off and prays you don't notice. Here's the thing. Dubai isn't unique in having a backstage. Every shiny city's got one. But Dubai is different because it's so close to the stage you can practically hear the gears grinding under the glitter. Step behind the curtain and it's not some faraway underclass. It's right there, sweating under the same sun that reflects off your sunglasses. And the irony, the same workers who can't afford to go up to the Burj Khalifa are the ones who made it touch the sky. The same people who keep the fountains running and malls spotless can't legally switch jobs without permission. It's a city powered by people you're not supposed to see. And for tourists, the illusion is seamless. Airport to hotel, hotel to mall, mall to infinity pool, all perfectly air-conditioned, all beautifully choreographed. You could spend a week here and never hear a single critical word. That's not an accident. It's design. Every inconvenience is cleverly hidden. Every controversy muffled. The city's PR game is stronger than most countries' foreign ministries. But beneath that polish is a ticking question. What happens when the illusion cracks? When the workers decide they've had enough again? Or the laws start colliding with global social media culture in real time? Because you can never silence journalists. You can ban films, but you can't stop people from talking forever. Already, documentaries and exposés are slipping through the cracks. Whistleblowers are leaking footage. Tourists with iPhones are posting what official travel brochures won't. The more Dubai tries to keep the lights off backstage, the more people want to peek behind the curtain. And when they do, the contrast hits like a sandstorm. Now, none of this means Dubai isn't worth visiting. It is impressive. The architecture is jaw-dropping. The logistics are mind-blowing. It's a masterclass in ambition. But visiting without understanding the cost is like watching a magic trick without realizing the assistant in the box is holding their breath for way too long. So next time you see a skyline selfie with the caption #goals, remember, someone's 12-hour shift made that backdrop possible. Luxury doesn't build itself. People do. And hey, if this made you uncomfortable, good. Cities aren't just skylines. They're systems. And the more we roast them, the closer we get to seeing them clearly. This isn't just a travel vlog. This is Roast My City. And Dubai just got flame broiled. So Dubai survived the roast. Barely. So who's next? Comment your city below. If it's overrated enough, I'll gladly set it on fire in the next episode.